Hi there, I'm Shar, and welcome back to my channel to the Yeah, That Happened playlist. So, in the last video, I did a react to my first spirit message night, and so recently, like April 10th, 2019, I get a message from my brother that I need to call this woman. And I'm like, I need to call this woman. This woman is, we'll call her Miss T. So I had to give Miss T a phone call. Miss T is my deceased mother's widowed husband's brother's wife. So, like, my mom's husband's brother's wife. Really nice lady. I've only met her a couple of times, but really nice lady. So out of the blue, I get a message from my brother that I need to give her a call with this phone number. He's like, she has a message for you. And so I'm like, WTF? What are you talking about? And so he goes, like, I'm sure if you're watching this video, you're aware of Teresa Caputo. And she just did a Canada-wide tour doing shows and readings for people. So Miss T lives in BC. Okay, so this is I think Teresa was due here on that Saturday, and this is the beginning of the week. So, and a lot of my friends were at that show as well. So this happened at the SOEC in Penticton on April 10th, 2019. Or that's the day I got a hold of her, was when I found out. So I think it was the next day. So maybe April 9th she was there. Anywho, I get the number and I'm like, okay, this is really weird. I'll give her a call in the morning. So I called her, and this is what she had to say.
I've recently had, my father pass as my best friend, and I haven't thought about your mom in so long. But, Wendy, her friend Wendy, she's my first cousin, but she's been friends with your mom forever.
Okay, so I just kind of started recording after the phone call started. We didn't have a lot of time. So just trying to, like, put things together for me.
The Iron Man, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I totally remember Wendy.
I didn't know she was there, but she was sitting a few seats behind me. And she had actually gone there thinking of your mom.
Okay.
And so I don't know if you've ever watched the show.
Yeah, I know who Teresa Caputo is.
Okay, so she's coming around, and she's beside me because I made sure I got an aisle seat, and she's like, who had the motorcycle accident?
What?
And then, yeah, and so but there was a guy behind me because they kind of piggyback on each other.
Yeah.
So there was a guy behind me, and she kept going, no, there's a quad. So I'm trying to figure out before I lose it, right? I'm like, are we talking about a motorcycle or are we talking about a quad?
Right.
So, and she's like, no, this motorcycle accident, one person survived. It was a double.
Right. So yeah, this is in Penticton. I'm in Manitoba. This is happening in BC. My brother lives in BC. I'm in Manitoba. And this poor girl is like hoping for her own answers. But if you remember the last react video I did say my mother was a pushy lady, and when she has something to say, she's gonna make you listen. So oh shoot, where are we?
I was like, my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law's wife. And she's like, she's a tiny woman, right? Like, she flew off. Like, she's telling me she hit her head. And I was like, yeah, she did. And she's like, she had a helmet on, right? And I said, yeah. And she said, she's telling me that there was nothing more that she could have done to be safer.
Yeah.
It was absolutely safe. And she's like, she's confirming that it was a freak thing. Like, it's weird that it happened, but it happened so quickly, and she flew off. She just flew.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, that's exactly what happened. And then she would go back and forth, and then she was kind of around us, and then she looked at me again, and she said she has children. And I said, yes, she does. And she said, she's telling me she wants you to tell them that she has been there for everything. She hasn't missed anything. She's been there for all of the special moments and your milestones.
Miss T didn't know what I was going through with my son. Well, we have had literally no contact with each other since my mom's funeral. And yes, it happened that way when my mom's best friend came after she had passed away to spend some time with the family. And she's a psychic lady. And he had said, it was just like, and he was a trusted motorcycle rider. Like, for years, he'd been riding forever, like, not a doubt. And they were on a Father's Day ride, and they went across the line to the States, and they came around this corner, and this is like something that they did every year. And there was a whole group of them, and they were at the front of the pack. And he says it felt like somebody had just pushed the bike over. He goes, I corrected it. And he goes, it got pushed over again, like somebody was pushing my bike. And mom's best friend is like, spirit was there for her. It was just her time. So the bike went down an embankment, and she flew off the back and hit a tree, where she died instantaneously. My mom had suffered from quite a few different things, and her health was deteriorating. And I mean, like, ultimately, this is the way that she would want to go. Doing the thing that she loved with the people that she loved. And there was ambulance personnel in the group of riders, and they tried to save her, and they did everything that they could to try to save her. And it was just her time. And spirit had taken her off of that bike and taken her, so she's not in pain anymore. So the whole thing is just freaking crazy scary. They all took care of the scene. The ambulance came, they took the body away. Like, what do you do after that? You ride back home numb. And he came home to a Father's Day card that I'd stuck in the fucking door of the house. And it was a motorcycle because I knew they were on the ride. And I feel bad because I'm like, I don't really want to stay. I just want to go home. It was after work. Those typical things when you're like, I don't want to do family events. It just happened to be that day and that last family event for us. So she was there. Like, she was a part of that family when everything happened. And so, like, I was able to talk to the ambulance lady that was there at the funeral, and she just looked so lost, and I took her aside, and I'm like, you worked a miracle today. Like, you tried to save a person's life, and you know that there was nothing that you could do to save her. It was her time. And honestly, doing what she loved is how she wanted to go. She never wanted to grow old. She never wanted to be old. And so this is just how it is. All right, enough. Let's listen to the rest of this.
Of the special moments and your milestones. So she just wants you to get that message to them. I said, okay, I will. Everybody else is getting their children, and but I was like, I guess I don't have any trauma. But she came to me, and then I heard Wendy behind me scream, Trina, and then she came running, just bawling. She's like, I knew right away it was Lorna.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I thought, of course, I ran home. Like, I don't live far from there, and I was just like, I gotta get a hold of the kids.
Holy shit.
Because I thought it was amazing. And I told Michael this morning, and I said, I don't know, Ken and I don't get along that well, so I was like, I don't know, tell Ken, he's probably not going to believe me, and she didn't say anything to him. Do you know what I mean? I was like, the message is for the children.
Yeah.
So she wanted you to know that if you think that she's missing out on something, she hasn't. She's been there.
That is so special. Oh my God.
Like, I have Chris on my Facebook, but I was just like, I don't have shards, and I gotta get a hold of these guys.
Yeah, no,
Here you go, message from beyond.
That's crazy ass shit. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's like out of all these thousands of people,
Right?
I've gone through like 10 people.
Right?
And I was one of them. I had a feeling that something would come, but I did not think of your mom. But as soon as the motorcycle accident, I was like, oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Really? Like I was waiting for my dad or something. And
you know what? Last summer solstice,
So
I
I'm
went
telling
to
her
a
about
spirit
it.
night. with a friend that I just met, and this woman talks to the other side, and she plowed her way through there too.
Yeah.
And when she was like, a motorcycle accident, well, she's talking to this other woman. I'm like, yep, that's my mom. And she's like, okay, just wait. But she kept interrupting, right? And I mean, like, that's just so her to be like, no, you're going to listen to me now.
Yeah, I gotta tell my kids so. So, there you go. I hope that makes your day.
Oh, it totally does.
It wasn't a message for me, but it was still really special that she came through me, right, to get...
Well, that's something that not everybody gets to be a part of.
No, and I'll go again for sure. If you ever get the chance to go, it's an incredible experience.
Yeah. Wow. And that's
So, there you go.
And you were in Penticton for this.
Yeah, she was here last night. She's going to Calgary tonight.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and are you in Alberta now?
No, we're in Manitoba.
Well, she's going that way, so check it. Look her up on Facebook or whatever.
Yeah.
Or on her website.
I couldn't get tickets. They were sold out.
Getting that way, so.
Or very expensive. I don't remember which one. I did check.
Yeah. Got it too? Yeah. If you go and it happens, let me know. She'd be like, hey, get here.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, sure, I've got to get back to work.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much. And message
You're
received.
welcome.
Oh, you're awesome.
Okay, have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Oh, I fell asleep. So that was just this last year in April. So it's absolutely fantastic. And maybe one of these days I can return the favor for her and let her know that there's a message for her. Ooh, how is that for interesting? All right, you guys, that is it for me. Thank you so much for hanging out here with me for this second react video. And yeah, that happened. It's kind of hard to explain these experiences, so I think story form will just do it. Having that confirmation from another person too is just absolutely fantastic. So thank you, Miss T. Thank you, Teresa Caputo. The message was received, and I love and appreciate you guys so much. So YouTube's made this great feature where you can click one of these boxes hanging over my head. It'll take you to the Yeah, That Happened playlist. Something else, probably something YouTube recommended. And hit that subscribe button and notification bell. That way you know when I upload and do crazy stuff. Bright blessings. I'll see you next time on the channel.